the way I promote honesty is by saying I'm full of shit. I'm full of crap, and I explore and push, and I find out what I don't need, and by removing that what I don't need, that's less crap. That's less full of crap I am. That's it. How have I lived 55 days on water fasting? I don't know. I live without certain things. How did I? And I did have some lemonade. I had the Master Cleanse lemonade, which is lemons, maple syrup, cayenne pepper. Sometimes I would have maybe engaged, and I might have had a little sip of apple juice towards the end, here and there. But I could tell you that in my experiences, when I prohibited myself, prohibited restriction. Those words are so stupid. When I didn't allow anything in my body, and I was functioning and running and working out every single day on this kind of on a non-solid foods, non-liquid foods lifestyle, I lost some weight. Once I lost the weight, I think I got down to 115 pounds. 112 maybe 112. That was it. That was the peak. And I didn't stop losing. I stopped losing weight. And I still worked out, ran a lot, ran the San Diego Rock and Roll Marathon, so 26.2 miles. Sometimes I'd get a little tired, so I'd walk some of it. That's the truth, But I live without certain substances. So when I reintroduced juices, like I said, towards the end, I tried some apple juice. I did the Master Cleanse. I did the gallbladder liver flush at one time. Not during that, but I'm just saying, like, I've done these things. And I can tell you one of the things that is common when I don't consume foods, solid or liquids, for a period of time, and then I reintroduce juice, simply juice, my body reacts. I mean, it does. It reacts in a way that's kind of it's not pleasant. That's the truth. My body locks up. If it's a cooked food, even that right now is giving me shivers. My hands lock up. They spasm up. They tighten up. Like, it hurts. They cramp up. My body cramps up. My jaw cramps. I mean, I actually experience physical discomfort consistently. This has been the way it works. And the film, Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead with Joe Cross, he bites his lip when he introduces a solid apple after 90 days of going juice feasting. And it occurs to me and many other people that have gone on juice feasting before. We bite our lips, we bite our cheeks. It's almost like we don't know how to. We're not meant to eat solid foods. I'm always asked, what are your teeth for? What is your mouth for? I mean, you gotta ask yourself that question. If you're really gonna determine your you really think that you need to bite things. That's what to live. To bite to live. There, from what I've understood, you can experience life with your mouth. You experience life with your teeth. It's another form of experience. That's it. It doesn't mean that that's most necessary to live. I mean, I know people that don't have teeth and they live. How about that? How do you answer that? I know people that haven't put a solid object in their mouth for decades and they're alive. How do you answer that? It's just strange that we are so obsessed with being constipated, putting obstructions into our lives in every aspect. Religion, literatures, just the funniest thing. I'm looking at these birds outside, and maybe I'll turn the camera around because I don't know how to use the buttons here. It doesn't give me the option, so I'm going to turn it around. You can look at them, or I'm going to look at them later. Take the time, look at animals, look at things around you, plants, animals. Be observant of everything around yourself, and just see, are the birds constantly eating something? Why are they on the windowsill? Why are they perched that way? Why are they coupled? Each one's got a pair. Except that one, they're like separated from each other for some reason, which is funny. But just enjoy life, Don't stop trying to judge it. A certain bird or a certain monkey, a certain being lives on nothing but exclusively this substance. Well, if anything, use that as a gauge. Realize that maybe they're not eating the substance because the substance gives them nutrition and life. Maybe they're eating the substance because the plant actually has emitted a chemical in the air, and the chemical, or I hate saying chemical only, but vibrations, chemicals radiate something. And in that radiating something, it has a purpose, it has an intention. The plant wants to continue living, it also wants to expand. Why not? Life wants to expand, I think. wants to repopulate, wants to populate. And the birds, the bees, the bats, I mean, we all kind of learn, insects, they all transport pollen and life essences and seeds and whatever. I mean, right there, that would be more evidence that the plant actually communicates with the animal. A lot of times someone would say that, plants don't have feelings, and if I cut a carrot or a strawberry, it's a lot less violent than cutting into a pig or a cat or some animal that'll bleed and scream and display pain. And then I challenge you with this: if you were to cut, I mean, there have been studies where, and still today, even more currently, the mustard plant, it will produce a toxin if the leaves of a mustard plant are being damaged and hurt. It's been seen that miles away, or certain distances away, a plant will start producing a toxin and defends itself against caterpillars and other insects that may be eating its leaves. I mean, if that's not a response to pain, an action to pain, actually, what do you think it is? You think it's producing a toxin to make the leaves indigestible and toxic to an organism because it wants them to be eaten? You don't think that's sentience? Thoughts? I mean, that's what we're being taught. I mean, when you're a vegan, you're being taught that plants have no feelings. That they're just almost like inanimate objects or something, or they don't have a central nervous system and all these things that you can identify. Stop being stupid. Stop being stupid. I mean, stop letting people tell you what has feelings or doesn't. That's crazy. I mean, if you really think about it, I shouldn't tell you what has feelings. What's nutrition, what's food.